forward. Okay, let me see. Try to adjust. Okay. This looks dark as hell. Alright, here they. Oh no, there's a lot of shaking. Let me move this aside. I'm so sorry, folks. It's been such a long time doing this. I haven't had a sit down video in, well, forever. So, welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Really like what you've done to me. I can't really explain it. I'm so into you. I really.
I'm struggling to get us a perfect angle, so I think we're gonna sit with this and deal with this angle. So forgive me, folks. This is the best I could do with what I have. I've been gone for a hot minute. I can't even say a hot minute at this point because I've been gone forever. And as many of you have noticed, my YouTube channel has been wiped clean.
How can you just do what you did to me and then just go live your life like ain't nothing happened?
Some people did reach out to ask what happened to my content. How come they are not seeing my videos anywhere on YouTube? Blah, 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 blah. You okay? Calm down. I deleted everything off my YouTube channel because that was a part of my life that I was ready to bury, and having the reminder, in as much as you guys loved the content, was stopping me from growing and becoming who exactly I need to be, or at least it wasn't serving its purpose at least for look at me trying to explain why I disappeared. Unfortunately for me, my excuse was that I need to get on your phone to, start creating the content that you all deserved. Whoop-de-doo, it's 29 December and there's no new phone, so yeah. Somebody said they're gonna beat me on New Year's Eve if there's no video uploaded by then, so here we are. I was going to do a live update, but I was like, this is not the perfect setting for it. I'm outdoors. I'm currently in Katima, and this is a VTC, so they have like a restaurant, and it's so beautiful. I think I should just like pause and like show you guys how beautiful it is. I'm seated outside. It's lush, it's green, there's great air. It's just amazing. Let me show you. Hello.
In the city, let me used to drive you corn. Pick up whenever you call. In the parking lot in Tucson. Are you with me? In the phantom with the roof gone. I pull up like Jimmy Neutron.
That the view is stunning. I know you're jealous. Lol. Okay, so I decided today's video is literally going to be it was my birthday on the 19th. Homegirl turned 25. I can't believe I'm 25. Like, it feels so, back then I was like, by 25 I would have this and that sorted. I would be this girl. Now 25 is here in Rio, and I have no idea how I'm going to navigate this thing, but I decided to make this video and title it the 5 things I've learned in my 20s, because I've literally only been 20 for like 5 years. I didn't want to do 25 things because that's like the typical thing that people do. They list a couple of things, they list things based off the age they've turned, and honestly I don't want to be listing 25 things. It's just a lot, and some of the stuff I learned while I was a teenager have completely changed now that I'm in my 20s, so I feel like it is far more appropriate for me to do a video of the 5 things I've learned in my 20s, because I've
only been 5 years into this 20s.
Thank you. Is it 1 shot or 2?
25 meals
25 meals
offline.
1 shot or 2? You just measured, you didn't put
It's
it.
25 meals, that's 1.
That's 1.
Yeah.
Just supposed to make 2 because
50,
it.
it's 2.
Yeah, so just make 2.
It's 2, I'm joking.
My waiter is playing. Then my burger also won't have salad. I mean, it won't have what is it? It won't have lettuce. You guys really okay? Fine. The waiter assisting me just came to tell me that they don't have lettuce, so I can't get my Nikoi salad. So I'll be getting burger and chips. And my lime lemonade came in a beer jug. This isn't even cold. Okay, let's get into the 5 things I've learned in my 20s. So when you see me looking down, I have everything written down. So I'll just be checking to make sure I'm listing them in the order they're supposed to go to. So don't mind me. So the first one is life goes on. I think this is the theme song of my 20s, that life goes on. I went through a lot in this past 5 years. Like, I transitioned from being a teen, got into my 20s, did the whole varsity experience. I entered a pageant, I felt pregnant, I found love, I found hate, all sorts of things. And in every single phase that I went through, especially the terrible times or the worst times or times where I felt like, you know what, I might as well just end my life, life went on. Like, life goes on. Like, you are never going to be stuck in a situation till eternity, apart from eternity, which you should prepare for. But yeah. A cricket just jumped on me. That's the problem of being out in nature. Look at me being so calm. But just life does go on. And no matter how bad the situation gets or is, honestly, life will continue. It's either you choose to sulk and wallow in your own self-loathe and self-pity, or you pick yourself up. Either way, life will go on, with or without your interest, with or without your care, with or without your input. Life will go on. So that's the first thing I learned. The second thing, or life lesson, or lesson I've learned in my 20s, number 2, is that bagging the degree isn't the end, but the beginning. So here is a little rundown, so you understand my unfortunate pain as a unemployed graduate. So number 1, I went to high school in Tsumeb at Etosha Secondary School. Performed very well, got into law school after a lot of struggle, and the entire time through my entire high school experience, it was always the goal is to finish high school, Finish high school, try to get as many points as you can, or as highest of symbols as you can, so that you can get into law school or you can get into varsity. And then when we got to varsities, try to clear as many modules as you can, try to aim for SAP if you cannot clear the modules, no repeating modules, so you can graduate and grab that degree, bag it. And lo and behold, we did that with a few hiccups, but we did that. So the problem is, I was studying my law degree for my law degree as an end result. I don't even know how to properly phrase it, but I was studying towards it like it was the end goal, forgetting that it is just a point in a long line, which is my life, or a string of events that are supposed to happen. So instead of it being the end, it was the beginning of a new phase, which I did not prepare for, which was basically the unemployment. So yes, I got the degree.
Since you got your degree and you know every fucking thing,
I got the degree, great, but where's my job? Did I prepare for it? Did I know what to do afterwards? No. And that is the most problematic, or the biggest problem that a lot of us face in our 20s, is that we get into these courses, it doesn't matter what course it is, and our end goal is just to grab the degree, but we never think about what is the life afterwards. So I wasn't really engaging with law firms, or wasn't doing internships as much. I tried to do one at the end of my study, which was like the 4th year, but others were well ahead. Others were well ahead of me. Sorry, my pencil fell. I feel like I'm ignoring you guys, but yes. Others were well ahead of me. So by the time they finished varsity, they had places, things lined up. And I was still in the belief that, you have to, apply. And, I wasn't putting myself out there. And that really hampered, It really hampered and slowed down my progress. And in fact, I'm still unemployed, guys. been a degree holder since last year, and the year is ending and still nothing. So it's one of those things where I wish I knew, but now I know, so I can tell you guys, so you can do better than I did. So yes, bagging the degree is not the end, but rather the beginning. So you should prepare. If you're still in varsity, start scouting for places where you can do internships or free, whether it's for free if you're able to, whether it's for a taxi fare or something, but just get yourself into, whether it's a firm, whether it's a whatever course you're studying, get yourself in there while you're still studying, so that you are set after you graduate, because life after graduation is the pits, and I'm the living proof of it. Okay, I'm not supposed to be smiling at unemployment, but yes, like, it is hilarious, yo. It's sad. Number 3. The third thing I learned in my 20s is that failure is only failure if you do not try. So take it from me, I'm a pessimist by nature. Is there really such a thing as a pessimist by nature? I think so. Maybe I could be the first of its kind. I digress. So being a pessimist by my own nature, let's just put it there, I tend to see things not working out or failing before they even start. That's I don't know, it may be a coping mechanism, or I don't know, I was built that way, whatever the case may be. But yes, so I spent a good part of my 20s.
I can say that because
I'll spend a good part of my 20s afraid to try out things, and that is all because of a fear of failure. I took a bold step when I entered the Miss Zambezi pageant, and I feared failing, but it went well. Same as when I participated in Face of Namibia, it went well. But after that, after the falling pregnant, after the failing my final year and everything, the fear of failure stumped me. I was afraid to try out things. I was afraid to go anywhere. I was afraid to even start a business. I was afraid of everything. I was afraid of everything because I feared failing, and I realized that stopped me. Having a child was never a barrier per se. I created it. I'm the one who created the mental walls that stopped me from doing so many things because I was afraid of failing. So now that I've
a fully developed frontal lobe.
yeah, you don't know how fun this is. I've realized that the only failure I truly have in my life is of all the things that I didn't do out of the fear of failure. Like, you can't tell me that you want to start a business but you're afraid it's going to fail. You not starting it is already it failing. How do you know? So one of the bold steps I took to conquer my fear of failure and try to give myself some economic emancipation, okay, I'm sorry, I sound so pretentious at that moment, is I started my makeup business. Number 1, I used to do makeup for fun, like, not even as a hobby, like just that thing you do when you have to try to look cute and stuff. And I really didn't take it seriously, and I thought of starting a makeup business, and I was like, okay, I don't have proper training, I don't have the money, or all sorts of excuses. And then I told myself that, you know what, every single business that you've been wanting to start, you have stopped yourself from doing it. Can you just pick something, start with it? If it doesn't work out, we learn from it and we move on to the next, because you have so many interests and you're so good with your hands, you can always learn how to do something else. So went for my classes and got my little items here and there, and I made my flyer, and boom, I thought nobody would support. But my cousins, when I got to Katima, they supported my business. A few of the contestants of Miss Zambezi also supported my business. And like, when I started getting calls to be booked, I was like, oh, wait, what? And there, of course, it's not as big as I would like it to be, but I didn't believe I could get any one person, and I've done like 10 people this past holiday. So honestly, the failure is in our heads, the fear is in our heads. Like, you can do so much, so please, failure is only when you do not start, or you do not begin, or you do not go after what it is that you want to. So please do start. Oof. This one is nice. So lesson number 4. The fourth thing I learned in my 20s is that you are allowed to change. You are allowed to start over. Funny enough, this is for
Somebody who with a fully developed frontal lobe.
all jokes aside. For the past how many years? It's 5 years now. Let's just say the 5 years of my 20s. I've gone through different phases and been different people. And at some point, I used to think like maybe there's something wrong with wanting to change up who I am, how I dress, who I associate myself with, and all of that. And first it was a problem. And then I started thinking about it, doing a bit of reading, and I realized, you know what, it's only a problem because we make it a problem. But we are allowed to change. You are allowed to start over. And telling yourself there's something wrong with you, changing up your friend group, changing up your habits and all of that, wanting to take care of yourself more, wanting to exercise, wanting to eat healthy, just because everyone else around you isn't doing that, is what keeps people in unhappy situations, is what keeps people in unhappy marriages, friendships, and this bug. It keeps you in places where you do not want to be, because you feel that if you do change, others would point it out or judge you for it because that is not who you were. Imagine. And like, why should we restrict ourselves to such a life? I mean, we're all given free will, ain't it? Eh? You have free will. Smara, do you have free will? We all have free will, honestly, and use your free will to change as many times as you'd like, okay? Change as many times as you like. Start over if you have to, but never stick to being a person that you're unhappy with or you're uncomfortable with just for the sake of pleasing others. Be bold, be you, be authentic. Yes. I see my waiter is coming with my food finally. Let's just wait for him. Thank you.
Yeah. You can check, check around the burger, see whether
It's okay. No, it really is okay. I made this with it. Oh, you put pickles instead.
Yeah.
Yes, can I please get some condiments?
Alright.
Thank you. I'm sorry guys, I'm supposed to focus, but the food has arrived. Let's wrap this up. Yes. So, word number 4. Number 4 is you're allowed to change. Start over as many times as you can. Believe me, I have, and I am so proud and happy that I've started over, I've changed and done a lot of things to make me better, make me happier. And remember, yesterday's price isn't today's price. So please, just because you tolerated disrespect and one-sided relationships, friendships, your toxic boss or work environment, that bully from the corner, doesn't mean that you should do the same today and tomorrow until kingdom come. No, stop it. Change. You are big. Stand up for yourself. And finally, lesson number 5, before I get into eating this food. Lesson number 5 is my favorite, is never stop growing and learning. This is something that should be the theme of your 20s, not just the first 5 years, but for the entire 20s. In fact, your entire life. You should always be willing to grow. You should always be willing to learn, whether it is a new skill, whether it's about how life works, psychology, economics, anything and everything. You must be willing to learn. Don't be a person who's content with the little knowledge they have. You should be multifaceted. I know a lot of people are like, no, but I'm not talented, or but I'm not smart. But no, you don't need to be talented, you don't need to be smart, you just need to be eager to learn and grow, and you really will. So surround yourself with people that are willing to learn and grow with you, because they would make the learning and the growing journey easier. And in part, the whole learning and growing journey, like the forefront of it has to be accountability. Let's spell it. Accountability. A lot of us lack it. Well, let me not say us, because I take account. I'm kidding. A lot of us lack accountability, whether it is in when the consequences of our actions start consequencing, when things don't go our way, or when certain people react a certain way. We lack accountability. So you need to take accountability for your life and your choices. You need to take accountability for how your actions and your decisions affect your life. Okay? So you cannot be out here wanting gym body, but every day you are snacking. Oh, so roughly.
Sorry.
Thank you. Trust him to place it exactly in front of the camera. Y'all, it's time to eat. All jokes aside, yes, accountability. One of the things that I always tell people when they tell me, "Oh my goodness, you went through so much, you're so strong." No, I'm not strong. Eh? I don't think I'm stronger than the next person. Neither am I more special or more equipped to go through certain life challenges. No, it's just that I took accountability. I didn't wallow in my own self-pity and think of my situation as some sort of victim. No, I had a very major part to play in it. A very major part to play in everything that transpired. Of course, I could not control the actions of the next person, but I did contribute to the outcome, you see. So like if I just sat and told myself, oh no, I'm a victim to this and that, I would have stayed that way. I would have stayed a small little thing, looking for handouts, wanting people to feel pity for her. But me, no. I stood up, dusted myself up and told myself, hey my dear, yes, this thing happened, yes, we messed up, but what are we going to do? We're going to move. We are going to learn from it. We're going to grow from it. And hence why I also needed to delete all of that, because the version of me that released all that content back then, the version of me that was going through all of those things, is not who I am today. And it is okay. It is okay. We are learning, we are growing, we are healing. And you should always be willing and ready to learn and grow and heal and take what? Accountability. Anyways, my food is about to get cold. It was night chit. Look, you see, even the English is gone. It was nice chit-chatting with you. I'm not a fan of mukbangs because I can't stand watching somebody eat. So I'm not gonna listen to a mukbang. So chips are amazing. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye.